everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review of the aFe Mach Force XP 3-inch Cat-Back exhaust system featuring the split side exit configuration, available for your 2015 and newer 5-liter powered F150. In this review, I'm going to do my best to tell you what you can expect with the aFe as far as sound, materials, and construction, and we're even going to talk a little bit more about the install later on in the video. And on the topic of the installation, I can tell you, thanks to the detailed product list and the detailed instructions, you're looking at a 1 out of 3 wrenches here on the difficulty meter. There is a little bit more work involved with a dual split side exit configuration, but I will have some more detail later on. The Mach Force XP from aFe is going to be a great choice for the Coyote truck owners out there for a few different reasons. First and foremost, this is going to be a great middle of the road system in regards to price, landing just below that $1,000 price point, but in my opinion, it's going to deliver a construction materials that far exceed the price tag. Secondly, it's going to deliver plenty of bark for the 5-liter truck owners out there who crave a little bit more presence for their rig, but at the same time, it's going to deliver that bark through one of my favorite configurations, the dual split side exit option. So Advanced Flow Engineering, or aFe for short, is one of those companies that might not have been around as long as some of the other heavy hitters here in the field, but their popularity is really skyrocketed as of late, especially in the truck aftermarket. Now, their bread and butter is certainly going to be in the intake and exhaust side of things, but their product lineup has expanded as of late. But since we are focusing in on the exhaust for the purposes of this video, let's break down the sound profile here from the Mach Force XP. And honestly, guys, I really have nothing bad to say about the tone here. Just classic V8 muscle coming from the twin 5-inch tips, slightly deeper tone overall, and one that's going to fall pretty much in the middle of the pack in regards to overall volume. So that makes my choice an easy one for my Wake the Neighbors scale. I'm going middle of the road here, 3 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 the Wake the Neighbors scale. You're certainly not going to be pegging any decibel meters here, but at the same time, people are certainly not going to question whether or not the truck is stock. With the sound covered, let's talk a little bit more about the build and execution here from the aFe system. And honestly, guys, again, just like the sound, I really have no complaints about the build or construction with this particular system. This is a full stainless steel system. The aFe is 409 grade to be exact. Yes, it's not 304, but at this price point, that's really not all that surprising. And I can't stress this enough, guys, if you do see a lot of road salt during the winter months, if your truck is going to see a lot of snow, take my advice, go with a full stainless steel system, 304, 409, it really doesn't matter. Obviously that 304 will be a little better for you in the long run, but both will be better than the aluminized steel when it comes time to prevent corrosion. Along with that 409 grade stainless steel, you're also going to be looking at 3-inch mandrel bent tubing, basically from tip to tip here with this system, exiting out the rather large 5-inch polished tips. You can grab these things in black if you'd like as well, but regardless, they're going to have the aFe power plaque kind of riveted on the side there. It looks good, it's not over the top, done in a tasteful way. Shaping the sound, we have a single 21-inch muffler, single inlet, dual outlet. aFe actually claims that this thing's gonna help absorb any high-pitched noises, which our sound clips tend to back up. If you heard the sound clips, this is a very deep sounding system overall. Now, aFe claims that their truck picked up 9 horsepower and 17 foot-pounds of torque with this system installed, but I don't want you guys to get hung up on power numbers here because that's really not what this thing is all about. And in most cases, aFe's numbers are going to be the best case scenario. For most owners out there, the gains are going to be minimal at best when it comes to horsepower and torque. Instead, you're looking at more of a sound or appearance upgrade first, and that certainly is going to be the case here with any Cat-Back for your 5-liter truck. When it comes time to open up your wallet, you're going to find the aFe, again, to be a middle-of-the-road Cat-Back in regards to overall price. Right in the $800 range for the polished tip version. You can pick up the same Cat-Back with a ceramic black-coated tip instead. It's going to add roughly $100 onto the price tag. Now, at this price point, you're going to be fighting with systems like MagnaFlow, Stainless Works, and even some of the higher-end MBRP Pro Series stuff as well. So you have a lot of choices to make in this particular price range, and you do have to do your homework. Switching gears, let's talk install. And for a dual exit system like this, which can sometimes be a little bit more involved or a little bit more work, that really wasn't the case here with our shop truck. So I'm going 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and about an hour or 2 in the shop or garage before you're making some noise. One thing I do really enjoy about the aFe system here is that yes, it is designed to fit basically all cab and bed size F150s out there, but instead of including one single long mid pipe that should be cut down to size depending on your wheelbase, they include a couple of different mid pipes to be used with different wheelbase trucks. So ultimately, there's gonna be no cutting needed to get this system bolted up to your ride. Instead, you're really only looking at some basic hand tools for the install, including a socket set, which will be your tool of choice here for most of the install, along with a cordless impactor air if you have it. Obviously, you'll need to get that stock system out of the way before you can proceed. Once that is out of the way, aFe recommends starting from front to back, hanging the mid-pipe and the muffler assembly first. Once that is in place, go ahead and install the passenger side tailpipe section, followed by the driver side tailpipe section. Save your final tighten up to the very end and you should be good to go. Now, aFe also recommends retorquing or rechecking your bolts after roughly 50 to 100 miles, just to make sure nothing's loosened up on you. So if you have roughly $1,000 or less to spend on a new Cat-Back for that V8 powered F150, I think you're gonna enjoy the aFe, and here's why. The sound is right where it needs to be for a big V8 powered truck. The construction materials are all on point given the price. And finally, that dual split side exit configuration looks good on just about any truck out there. So that is my review of the aFe Mach Force XP, which you can find right here at AmericanMuscle.com.